Among the many health-related lessons we learnt in our childhood were those about oral health, like brushing of the teeth twice a day, rinsing the mouth between meals, flossing, avoiding sweets, etc. in order to avoid poor oral health, and of course, cavities. These cavities, as many of us still believe, have always been linked to the consumption of foods that have a high sugar content. But in reality, that is not the case. The culprit for dental cavities is not only sugar, there is a lot more to the story that we will learn today. But before we discover some very interesting but mostly unheard of facts about your teeth and overall oral health, subscribe to our channel so that you are always ahead of discoveries in science in healthcare. Sugar is not the culprit. The popular belief about cavities is that they are caused by consumption of sugary foods and even carbonated drinks, but in reality, it is a specific bacterium that causes cavities in your teeth. The food for this bacterium, Streptococcus mutans, is the sugar that is included in your meals, and when it feeds on this sugar, Streptococcus mutans, or S. mutans for short, produces acid that causes your tooth enamel to erode. If you are wondering what the tooth enamel is, it is the hard outermost layer of the tooth that is made up mainly of minerals, with hydroxyapatite being of them, and it acts as a protective layer that keeps the inner layers of your teeth from being eroded, damaged, and decayed. The enamel, in fact, is known to be the hardest substance that is found in the human body. Despite this, acids and bacteria can cause it to erode, and this is what results in dental issues like cavities. What happens is that the bacterium adheres to wherever particles of food have collected in your teeth and uses sugars from the carbohydrates or sugary foods that you have consumed as its meal, breaking down or metabolizing them into acids. These acids disturb the pH level that is very important for you to maintain if you are aiming for good oral health. And so the shift of pH levels in your mouth towards acidic is what leads to your tooth enamel being stripped of important minerals, or being demineralized in scientific terms. Since demineralization takes away important minerals from the tooth enamel, it causes the enamel to become weak and more prone to decay and erosion. Continuous metabolism of sugars by S. mutans leads to acid production, resulting in a rather sticky biofilm called plaque being formed, and this is just what helps the bacterium to thrive. Plaque formation offers an ideal environment where the bacterium can not only survive, but also multiply. Your body fights back. Now, just as in case of fever and infections, the body switches on its natural defense mechanism to fight back. This is in the form of remineralization, which is basically when the body tries to replenish all the essential minerals like calcium and fluoride that it had lost as a result of demineralization, so that the tooth enamel can be rebuilt and made stronger. This is achieved by ions of calcium and fluoride, depositing minerals on the surface of the tooth. To rebuild enamel, calcium links up with phosphate ions, and to make it stronger, fluoride leads to the formation of fluorapatite, a substance less prone to acid attacks. A good toothpaste, or maybe no toothpaste at all. For this reason, one way to ensure that the rebuilding and strengthening of the tooth enamel takes place when needed is to always opt for a toothpaste that contains fluoride. Though there is an alternative that would not require for you to look for a toothpaste at all. A number of dentists have confirmed that baking soda and water can actually be good for the cleaning of teeth, if used correctly. Baking soda is only mildly abrasive, which means its scrubbing action is not as harsh, but the results are astounding. You can remove almost all stains from the surface of your teeth, with tobacco, tea, and coffee stains being a few examples, and get cleaner, brighter teeth without causing any harsh abrasions on their surface. Baking soda is also very good for your overall oral health. It creates an environment not ideal for S. mutans to survive by maintaining pH levels and keeping the levels of acidity in the mouth neutral. Another trick is to prepare a saturated salt solution by dissolving salt in water until the salt crystals do not dissolve anymore, and rinsing your mouth with it, swishing the solution vigorously so that it reaches every nook and cranny in your mouth before spitting it out. You can rinse your mouth with plain water right after, but make sure that you are not swallowing that saturated salt solution. The right approach. Once you have chosen the right cleaning agents for your teeth, it comes down to exactly how you are using them. Whether it is brushing or flossing, dentists say that your oral health will improve only if you are ensuring that you are using these teeth cleaning methods correctly. That lesson we learned in our childhood about brushing our teeth twice a day? Turns out it was a valuable one. But for these rounds of brushing your teeth, you need the right materials and technique. A toothbrush with soft bristles is best suited for your teeth. It is best to hold the toothbrush at an angle that would help you clean under the gum line because that is mainly the site for plaque accumulation. Using a circular motion for the inner and outer teeth surfaces, and a back-and-forth motion for the chewing surfaces of your teeth to be cleaned. But it is just as important to very gently brush your gums as well, especially if they are loose and weak. For flossing too, a gentle glide in between the teeth is the way to go. Using force can lead you to snap the floss right into your gums, and that can lead to bleeding and injury of the gums. Gently sliding it between teeth and making a slight curve to get the plaque built up on the side of the tooth is very important. Though you should also make sure that you are switching up used areas on the floss with a cleaner section as you move from one tooth to another. Eat wisely. Although it is very important to choose the best agents and adopt the right approach to clean your teeth, it is best to plan your diet in a way that does not entirely deprive you of sweet treats, but is balanced so that you are getting just the right nutrients essential to improve your oral health. Vitamin D, for example, is important for calcium absorption in the body, and since the key component for tooth enamel is calcium, it is important to intake sufficient levels of vitamin D so that your oral health remains uncompromised. Similarly, vitamin C is important for improved gum health as it plays the role of an antioxidant, strengthening the immune system, and leading to increased collagen production. Since collagen contributes greatly to gum structure, you should make sure that your meals also include sources of vitamin C, like citrus fruits or leafy green vegetables. Ask a professional. An important aspect of maintaining oral health is to get professional help regularly. That's right. Dental checkups should not be pushed until you are faced with an extreme dental condition, like loose or bleeding gums, or cavities in your teeth that cannot be rescued. Regular dental checkups should be part of the plan if you are aiming to achieve optimal oral health. This is so because only a professional can identify any early signs of a dental problem, like tooth decay or poor gum health. Your teeth are what help you chew the food that helps you sustain your body. Therefore, it is important that you treat it with regular cleaning sessions to get rid of plaque and tartar that might have accumulated in areas that might not be otherwise visible. So, turns out our teeth need a lot more care than we actually give them. From supplementing the natural mechanism of your body by giving it the right elements through dental cleaning agents, to adopting the right cleaning techniques, eating right, and seeking professional help regularly. There is an entire list of what needs to be done in order to maintain your oral health at its best. The next time you are indecisive about eating that sweet treat, go straight for it. But make sure that you have the right toothpaste or even baking soda and water to clean your teeth right after, and that you are doing it the right way. It is important to remember that it is always what we eat, how we eat it, and measures we are taking to mitigate risks that would determine our health, whether it is of our teeth and gums or our gut or another system in the body. The trick is to adopt the right approach, and of course, who could guide better than a professional, right? If you learned something through this video that you did not know before, or if you want to join us in our next video with some more science-related facts and discoveries, show your support by hitting the like button so that we know you found this one fun. We will see you next time with something more interesting and informative.